Hi, Will. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, how are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, I've got kind of a two-part question. I'm divorced, and I have 2 kids. We have shared custody. And I know the value of your program, and so I'm wanting to instill some of that into my kids. Mm-hmm. And first of all, we have decided that they've come to me and said that they want allowance. And so I said, that's fine. What I wanted them to do is to present to me how much they think they should earn for doing the chores and what they would do in order to earn that, and that sort of thing. Present that to me so that I know that they really want it. Well, that was 2 years ago, and they're completely unmotivated.
Okay. All right. How old are they?
I don't know if I should. I have a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old.
And how much time do they spend with you?
They're with me about 3 days a week.
Oh, about half time. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we can't control what happens at Mom's house. You can coordinate with her to the extent that she wants to participate, but obviously you've learned by now that you don't run things over there. So, in no uncertain terms. But so at your house, the way it would sound if I were in your shoes is, boys and girls, here's the thing. I'm your dad, and my job is to give you the tools to make it out there in the big bad world. And so I'm going to give you those tools. The tools include brushing your teeth, so you have some. They include bathing. They include going and doing your homework so that you actually have basic knowledge of graduating from high school so that you can go on and get a better education. So you have to do certain things here that I make you do because I love you and because I'm preparing you to be an adult. Right. One of those things is handling money. And there are 4 components to handling money. And we're going to do this together, and it's going to be fun. Or you can choose to not make it fun, but you're still going to do it. So we might as well make it fun. The 4 components are work, give, save, and spend. And so we're going to sit down here tonight, and we're going to make out a list of what you're going to do around here for work. And I'm doing this not because I need work done, but because I want to teach you to work. Adults that don't know how to work are what's known as worthless, and I'm not raising those kinds of adults. My job as your dad is to give you the tools to win out there, and work is one of those tools. So you're going to do some things around here. The good news is when you do those things, you're on commission. We don't do allowance. Allowance is welfare. We do a commission. Work, get paid. Don't work, don't get paid. Okay? So you're going to do these things, and you're going to make a list of them. And if you don't do them one week, I'm not going to punish you, and I'm not going to yell at you. You're just not going to get paid. If you don't do them for 2 weeks, I'm not going to punish you. I'm not going to yell at you. You're just not going to get paid. The 3rd week you don't do them, I'm going to make you do them. Because you're going to learn to do things and hold responsibility. At 9 and 12, they can totally grasp this conversation. Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. And then once they make some money and it's in their hands, now comes the fun part. We give some of it, we save some of it, and we spend some of it. And you can decide, and we'll talk that through together. I don't want you to do all of it in one of those categories. I want you to do some in each category, and you can break it up however you want. So what do you want to save for, and what do you want to spend on, and where do you want to give it, and how much? And so around our place, you could do something like 5. It doesn't have to be a lot of money. It's representative because they're not really worth anything. The work they're doing is not valuable.
Right.
Feeding the dog is not something you would hire somebody to do, you know. Cleaning out the dishwasher is not something you would hire somebody to do. Mowing the grass might be, but, you know, the rest of them, you know, there's not much to it. So, anyway, we did stuff like $5 for 5 chores. You got $1 a chore, right? And, you know, our kids would give $1 and they would save $2 and spend $2 each week. And we'd have payday on Sunday night. You know, we'd sit down and I'd put a little dry erase board on the refrigerator, check the chores off. If you did them, you got all $5. If you only did 4, you got $4. But you're always going to give some, always going to save some, and always going to spend some. And we had 3 little envelopes, a give envelope, a spend envelope, and a save envelope for them to put that money in. And so it's 5 $1 bills. And you can do $10, I don't care, but break it up into small denominations so they can spread it out into these different things. And these guys are old enough that you can even start to talk about, hey, you're saving for your car. And in our case, I don't know about where you are, Will, financially, but in our case, we were able to match whatever they saved. And so we called their savings account 401 Dave because they got a match on it for their car. And so whatever you save, $2,000, I'll put $2,000 with it. When you're 16, you'll get you a $4,000 car. That's a great first car. A lot nicer car than my first car. Well, actually not, about the one I got. But anyway, you see what I'm saying? You can start to have some savings goals and lay that stuff out there. And it's not going to be perfect, and you have a little grace around it, and we're not Pharisees. But it's just like, I told you to brush your teeth. You didn't brush your teeth. I did. Well, how come the toothbrush isn't wet? Now we got a lying problem and a toothbrush problem, And this is parenting, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We're constantly inspecting what we expect, and we're not, every little thing, we don't drill down and kill everybody on every detail. There's a lot of grace, a lot of mercy. These are children. We're not sending them to the salt mines, but we also want them to learn these skills. They're valuable skills to learn to work, to learn to be a giver. Generous people are the best people on the planet. Savers, they're the ones that get the things they want. And spenders that spend wisely, money that they earn by the sweat of their brow, spend differently. And so that's the system we use. And I'll send it to you. It's called Financial Peace Junior. It's a box of teaching aids that has the little dry erase board, has the 3 envelopes, has the instructions. And I'll send you a set of that for your Christmas present. And
awesome.
And Kelly, send them the second child piece too. There's another thing, the second set of envelopes, that's the add-on for the add-on kid thing. We got a supplemental piece for if you got more than one kid. So we'll send you that. That way they got something to open on Christmas morning, and you can just begin the discussion as part of your New Year thing or whatever. But I just framed it that way. I framed it like I did a lot of stuff around our house. As we're Christians and we go to church on Sunday. And that's not a decision you get to make as long as you live there. You're going to go. I mean, we're not mad about it. We're not mean. But I'm going to sleep in today. No, you don't. Not unless you sleep somewhere else. This isn't. Why?
Right.
Because a spiritual walk is a requirement in your life to have a high-quality life. And I want you to have a high-quality life, not because I'm a big, bad dad. That's not got anything to do with it. My whole goal is to make you into the best possible you can be so you can leave and stand on your own 2 feet. And we have these discussions about every portion of our lives all the way through, and, including sassing your mother and so on, all of that stuff. Yeah, but you can tell, folks, I'm a dinosaur father. Our children turned out because of the fear of their father and the nurture of their mother. So